Paul, how is everybody after what I imagine was a massive boost last weekend?
Everybody's fine. It's I always view it. You win the game or try and win a game, and then you move on to the next one. There's no point in dwelling on it. And so we've done a really good job, good game, and then we go to the next one. The way we played and the way we started the game, and the game plan was great. We looked good. We looked a threat the whole game. And I thought the way we're playing at the minute, then we're certainly going in the right direction. As I said before, that if we can keep this progress going and this momentum going, then we're a really good side.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the progress, and we could actually look at the Sheffield Wednesday and the QPR games and say you deserve to win all three.
Yeah.
But came out with the one win. Is that the kind of the key little difference? There were fine margins to turn those round.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the games, you've got to win more games than not. But the way we're playing and just the whole general feeling around the club is huge for us. And what's happening at the minute is we're playing with a lot of confidence, a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm for the game, and we look at a really good side. But we have to keep the hard work up. You don't get anything without hard work. And if we do that, then hopefully the draws or that defeat against QPR won't happen.
One of the things you mentioned last weekend was almost how unrecognisable everything is from when you first arrived at the club.
Well, it is, and I'm only going by what people have told me and what people say. The feeling at the football club is a lot different from what it was. And say that's no slant on anybody. It's just that's what happens at football clubs at times. It becomes stale and it loses its way a little bit. But since I've been in, I've got nothing but credit to everybody.
Yeah, and I guess kind of sometimes does it click? You can kind of see it, and all of a sudden you can ride that wave and get results anywhere.
Yeah, you need the players to do it, and the game's all about players and supporters. It always is and always will be. If you got that going in the right direction, you've got a chance. And I think as I said, what's happening at the minute is there's a lot of confidence in the team, a lot of confidence in the group, and hopefully no matter who plays, turns in performances like Stoke.
Yeah, we talk about players. There are a few who came in at the weekend who haven't had games who've suddenly put their hands up to say, we want a starting place every game.
Well, that's the beauty about the game. Like if they get lads like that okay, you can only pick 11 guys at that time. But the thing about a whole season of 46 games plus cup games, and everybody gets games, and you've got to try and keep them happy and keep them bouncing along. And I'm fortunate I've got a really good group of guys here as well who sometimes might be disappointed they don't play, but what they do in training, what they do on the field, then I've never got any complaints.
That's good though, isn't it? If they're disappointed, you don't want anyone to turn around and say, I'm fine if I'm not being picked.
Yeah, but they've got to channel it the right way and be supportive of their teammate and the club. But as I said, I'm in a fortunate position. I seem to have that.
Yeah, and you're going to have one or two disappointed guys this weekend then.
Yeah, but listen, we have got so many big games coming up, and obviously one on Saturday, and then big one again, another really good side, and then whatever happens in the cup, that will take care of itself. So there's big games coming up here, and everybody will play part.
We always talk about local derbies, all the cliches come out on them. How special are they? You've been involved in quite a few.
I've been involved in some great ones, big club ones, and I always tend to, as I get older, is play the game and know the occasion, which I think is important. And if you keep your head and you keep pretty level of what you want to do, and then you tend to have a better chance rather than playing the emotion of the game. So if we can keep our heads and keep the way we're playing and focus on the game, then everything else will take care of itself.
The record against Villa's not been great in the recent years, so to get a win over local rivals would be a big statement.
Well, it would, and by all accounts, I think Wolves were really unlucky in the first game they played them. So we know we're playing well, and we know that we can hopefully go and impose our game against a really good side. And spent an awful lot of money, the usual things. We just come down for the Premier League. So, but let's get the makings of a good game.
And of course, it's going to be one of those games where a lot of people are going to look to your past associations and say it's got a little bit more riding on it for you.
No, not really. No, not me. I've had 2 clubs since Aston Villa, so no, it's just another game for me. I'm older, and I'm looking forward to the game. But I look forward to every game that we play, whether it's my old team or Norwich an old club as well, so it doesn't really matter to me who we play against. It's about Wolves and how we perform.
Talk about the fans. Again, it's going to be a massive crowd in there. The reaction from the fans at Stoke, the reaction from fans, even at home games when we've won those matches, the Icelandic clap, I know you love that. Taking them with you is such a huge thing.
It's huge, it's massive, and I think that when you're at a club where there's a big support behind it, as I said, they've all said it, you've got to bounce off each other, and we need them, and vice versa. And if you can do that and you bring the players and the fans closer, then it certainly helps you. And I think they appreciate what's happened over the last few weeks of what's going on, and I think they love the ride of it and the feeling of the Icelandic thing and things like that. So it's important that we keep that with the supports, because they're really, really important to us.
Transfer wise, at the moment, are we any closer to any ins and outs?
No, we're still trying a few things on both accounts, and it's not easy. As I've always said, January window's never easy. And as I said before, we've got a lot of players here that maybe need to move on. There's no two ways about it. And but to do that, we have to get one or two in if we can. But more importantly, there's too many players here that we need to look at.
A lot of focus this week, and a lot of people asking about the potential for some of the loans that you have and what's going to happen with them. Is that a kind of thing that can wait? Do decisions have to be made now, or can they wait to the end of the window?
No, it doesn't have to be made now. That we need to make. It can wait. That's if loans go back or whatever the case may be, that can happen. But if they don't, then it's not really changed much. So, but we certainly have to move one or two lads out, I think.
Injury-wise, how's Conor Ronan been this week?
Connor's he's doing great, doing better. It's still, maybe this one's a bit early for him on this. We'll wait and see how he is tomorrow as well. But at the minute, he's still under a wee bit of cotton wool at the minute, and see how he does. But everybody else is fine.
And as regards Mike Williamson, obviously first 90 minutes in 13, 14 months, do you have to be careful with him as well, or is he set now to come back in?
But there's an euphoria of one game and adrenaline rush and things like that would have got him through the game. He feels good, speaking this week. We'll see how he is tomorrow, but we can't overly rush him where everybody thinks he's going to turn in the sort of performances every week, because it's a one game for him, and 14 months out, it's a hell of a long time. But at this moment in time, he's feeling good.